We now welcome a true stalwart of transformation, a leader who turned challenges into opportunity and built a legacy of integrity and strength in the private security sector. Please welcome Ms. Merlin Franklin, Managing Director of Positive Force Facility Management Private Limited, a symbol of discipline, compliance, and people-centered leadership. Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
Ma'am, your journey from being a teacher to leading a reputed security agency is a truly inspiring. In an industry traditionally dominated by men, what inner strength helped you establish yourself as a successful leader?
So I would say that it's not my cup of tea, security, but I've been pushed into it because I lost my husband a few years ago and I had to take it on. That was the only thing that I could do. And to be honest with you, a kind of mindset, very strong and resilience helped me to come so far.
Okay, yes, that's it. Great. So, Positive Force Facility Management is known for 100% compliant, salaries on time, welfare insured, and operations transparent. Yes, compliance और employee dignity के बीच आप कैसे, how you balance between them?
So compliance is non-negotiable. It has to go on time.
Right.
There's no way that we're going to delay our payments towards the government. What's the next one that you said?
Employees' dignity.
The employee's dignity is uppermost. We have to respect our guards, and guard come to know about that as they go to the next. They keep leaving. We have guards who leave and go to the next company, and then they come back and they realize that we give them the respect that is important to them.
Okay.
Yes.
So you often mention the importance of integrity and reliability. In your view, private security agencies के लिए ethics and compliance कितने जरूरी हैं आज के competitive environment में?
So integrity and reliability comes from the army training.
Yeah.
And my husband was an army officer. So that comes from all the training that he had and which he brought into the company.
Okay.
And I think I just followed it. That's it. There was no way that I would be doing things differently in spite of a lot of challenges.
Correct.
I just continued doing that. Yes.
So how you connect with CAPSI?
So we've been a part of CAPSI, and I hardly attend meetings, but my manager or my company, a representative of my company, is always there for the CAPSI meeting. We have been attending it for the last 15 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. So CAPSI has been working consistently to standardize and uplift the private security industry.
Yes, they have been doing a lot of work. I've been reading a lot about CAPSI, and I think from what they had and what they have today, they have really come up a long way. Yes.
So CAPSI के role को आप कैसे देखते हैं, especially if we talk about supporting smaller and medium-sized agencies?
They're doing their best. I can only say that, but because I'm not so involved with CAPSI, but what I've been reading and what I've been seeing, what I've been listening, I think they're doing their best.
Being from Tamil Nadu, manpower management और client relation का environment कैसा है वहाँ पर, और क्या local talent इस सेक्टर में इंटरेस्टेड होते हैं ज्वाइन करने के लिए एट या ट्रेन मैन पावर की शॉर्टेज आपको फेस करनी पड़ती है?
So being in Tamil Nadu, most of our clients want Tamil boys. I mean, people who speak the local language. Hindi is very less spoken in Tamil Nadu. But we do have clients who don't mind taking Hindi speaking boys. And training, of course, we do our own training. We have our training the setup. And I don't think there's a lack of training. The boys are intelligent and they can get trained quite easily. It's the way we train them. Yes.
Okay. So many security agencies struggle with delay client payments, right? Which affects guard salaries. As you said that guards get paid on time, always. तो ये discipline maintain करना I think काफी challenging रहता होगा आपके लिए.
Yes, it is. 7th of every month is the payment for do or die. We do it. We do it.
Okay.
It is challenging because clients always delay payments, but you always have a backup, right? And we know that the payment will come at some point of time. But the boys cannot wait for that. They depend on that salary, and we make sure that we give it to them.
Right. So nowadays, the digital literacy for guards is now essential. So basic digital skills जो हर guard को आने चाहिए, आप like how can you define that?
So digital security, I mean, whatever computer knowledge that people have, they learn it at the client's place, because the client knows what the guard has to do for him. So it's on site kind of a training which is given to the guards, especially when computer related. Most of them come with a basic knowledge and then they learn on site.
Right. And nowadays, technology is rapidly growing, like AI, automation, digital tools, security operations को change कर रहे हैं. So how you see, आप कैसे देखते हैं technology empowering guards rather than replacing them?
I still haven't thought about it. I need to think about that a lot because I'm of the old school. So I am putting a lot more effort in trying to, change my mindset first.
Right.
And that's important. Once I change my mindset about the whole AI thing, then I can, get it into the company.
Right. So, ma'am, if we talk about the COVID time, so guards was the frontline warriors. They worked like a frontline warriors. So, आपके हिसाब से उनकी dignity और recognition को formal sector में और कैसे बढ़ाया जा सकता है? Because nowadays we think guard is like चौकीदार. Not you are right, but most of the people think that a guard is a person and guard is correcting them. Yeah.
He's not a watchman, he's a guard. There's a big difference between that.
So how you can define the difference?
Our guards are trained and they wear a uniform. I always say, be proud of the uniform that you wear. You're not just wearing a shirt and then slippers walking around near the apartments. That's so much.
So do you think that manpower retention in security industry is the biggest challenge nowadays?
It is. It is. And we're always facing it. But that's a challenge every industry is facing. Yes.
So how you handle that?
We just have to handle it in the sense like we have field officers who have to run around and get the boys from different parts of the city, so that we can convince them and make sure that they are respected for what they're doing. And I think that's very important, to show respect to your guards or to anybody for that matter who's below you.
So as a women entrepreneur, आपके हिसाब से security industry में inclusivity, women participations को बढ़ाना कितना जरूरी है?
Very. It is important because I am very fortunate that I have provided lady guards to a lot of clients, and I make sure that they feel important where they are. And like I do have my own challenges in a man's world, but I think that's exactly why I feel that lady guards should feel important where she is, and she should be respected for what she is.
Correct. So practically अगर हम बात करें तो किस तरह के we can take the steps to get more and more female security guards?
Yes, we can, especially with desk jobs and other things. I think the girls are much more smarter, and that way, I think they're more. I mean, I won't say they're more intelligent, but they're quite smart, and they can take up any challenges and they can take up any job. We cannot make a difference between a male guard and a female guard. No.
Very true. So now we talk about the Pasara Act. The Pasara Act aims to bring professionalism and accountability in the security sector. आपके एक्सपीरियंस से इस एक्ट को इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करने में क्या क्या इम्प्रूवमेंट ज़रूरी है, या अगर आप कहें कि पसारा एक्ट के लाइसेंस को रिन्यूअल कराने में किस तरह के चैलेंजेस फेस करने पड़ते हैं?
I'm glad you brought the topic or the word license, because I have been struggling with it for some time. The files, and as I said, we are 100% compliant, and there's never a problem with our paperwork or any kind of documentation. In spite of that, I've been waiting a very long time for my license renewal this year. And I don't know what are the challenges but we've been constantly trying to push up papers with the police and departments.
So any practical example you want to share with us?
No, I'm just telling you, this is the practical example that we, like just about 2 weeks ago, last week, I had to go into the AIG's office to just tell him, sir, this file is lying with you for almost a year.
Okay.
He was surprised. Then we had to tell them, sir, please, can you, because we are losing clients.
Correct.
We are losing clients because we don't have a license to show them.
Hmm.
So this is one of the most practical example that I can give. But the Basara Act on the whole is a very good act.
So GST is also one of the major issue nowadays with the private security agency. What you have to say about it?
GST is GST. We have to pay, we have to pay.
But you you have to pay earlier, but your clients pay you after.
No, we have our backup.
Okay.
They pay it on time.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. So positive force is recognized for its people first philosophy. In your leadership experience, loyalty or retention build करने के लिए अपने कौन से human centric practices you have adopted?
Loyalty is a thing of the past, I think. Now many people don't know the word loyalty. But we try to keep them happy. We try to help them with small little, problems that they have. We try to look into their family problems. We see if they need, help that side. And if a guard is sick or he's hospitalized, we are the first ones to go and check on him. If there's medical treatment required, we try and, give a helping hand out there. So this thing is always there to make sure that the guard is, his welfare is looked after. And I think that is what it is.
So let's talk about the Chennai conference. What are your expectations from 2025, this Indian Security Agency 2.2 conference?
Yeah. So, these conferences are really good because we bring in a lot of stalwarts of different branches where security is concerned. And these are the people who can help us grow in today's world where we are facing so many different challenges. And I think they are the people sitting on the top who can help us. So I'm glad these conferences happen.
And finally, what is your message for the young women who wants to join security agencies?
They should. There should be more and more women into the security field, and it doesn't have to be a man's world. It can be a world for anybody and everybody. There should be no distinction on that.
Correct. Right. So thank you so much, Ms. Malin.
Thank you for having me, Radhika.